Aside from holiday travel, beaches are getting ready for crowds too. A live look for you now at Jax Beach. It'll also be a busy weekend on the water. News for Jax reporter Joe McLean joining us live from Marine 4 on Julington Creek tonight. Joe, officials are reminding boaters to be responsible.
Right. The big message ahead of this weekend, and really any time you're out on the water, is stay sober. Just like when you're behind the wheel of a car, drinking and boating is extremely dangerous. And it's also against the law.
A reminder that drinking and boating is a serious crime. Just last weekend in Jacksonville, 3 men were arrested for operating a boat while intoxicated. And with people expected to flood the beaches and waterways on Memorial Day weekend, Florida Fish and Wildlife Officer Trevor Hostler said policing boozed boaters will be a constant battle.
We enforce BUIs regularly, almost on a daily basis here in Jacksonville. It's a cancer that's kind of taken over as a society. I would call it. It's a culture to be on a boat and drinking alcohol.
In 2019, FWC and other agencies handed out 649 citations for boating while intoxicated or under the influence. In 2020, citations were down to 528. Hausler said boating impaired can be as dangerous as driving drunk.
It's more of a dynamic fluid operation. You have channel markers. You have, tide, current, winds, stuff like that, other vessels, and there's no street lights, there's no headlights, there's no nice reflective white and yellow lanes in the road. So it's more of a dynamic situation that you have to be able to devote your full and undivided attention to, and you can't offer that if you're impaired.
According to FWC, alcohol or drugs were involved in 23% of boating death incidents in 2020. Alcohol use also tied for the most common cause of boating deaths, not counting miscellaneous causes.
So alcohol is certainly not something you want to bring out on the boat, but there are some things that you are legally required to have on board before you push off. Coming up at 6, we're breaking down that checklist with Florida Fish and Wildlife, and we're on a ride along as they're patrolling the water. That is coming up on News for Jax at 6. Reporting live, I'm Joe McLean, Channel 4, the local station.